Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So the plan is for today is that there is no plan, or I guess I kind of just want to sketch today, and maybe we'll do a little bit of coloring and stuff. I kind of want to just draw chibis for now, and I think I'm just gonna draw Wonwoo with some flowers, and we'll see where this takes me. I've been in a more like sketchy mood. I think it's because like I've been working on mostly like commissions and finished work that I kind of just want to kind of fool around, just doodle a little bit, see what happens. So I'm gonna do the Chibis and Procreate today. I usually like doing them in Paint Tool side, but I think because I'm gonna treat these more like sketches, or if I do choose to render them, I am going to do them in more of a like a painterly style, like my usual style where I kind of merge everything and just paint on that layer. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do today. I don't want to do anything too complicated or anything, so let's just draw something cute. I have a reference or two pulled up, so I have one of Wonwoo, and then I have some flowers that I might want to put into a painting. So but I hope you guys have been well. I feel like, yeah, I haven't talked to you guys properly since the new year has started, I guess. So hopefully things have been going okay. I feel like today might be a bad day to record. I feel like it's really sunny right now, but then it's gonna get really cloudy and the lighting's gonna change a lot. There's like a lot of things I want to do, but I feel kind of just sluggish. We'll see how many I can do today. Maybe we'll just do the one. We'll see how I'm feeling. I feel like the mood I'm in right now is kind of like comfort zone, because I feel like I haven't been drawing for myself for a little bit, so this might be a good opportunity to do so. So the flowers I've chosen are these really cute white flowers, so I'm gonna change the background color to more of a, oh, maybe I can just use this one. How well does white show up here? Actually, this is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to this beige color, and then we can add white to this after. I think if you followed me from before, follow me for my 17 fan art, you probably recognize the way I kind of stylize Wonwoo. I'm gonna make the canvas actually a little bit bigger. Maybe make it more like a square so we can fit this full body. So these flowers are like white and blue. I'm not sure if these are real flowers or if they've been edited or something, but they're really pretty. Because I feel like these don't actually exist in real life. I could have drawn Masaki as well. Masaki is kind of like my comfort character. Like, he's the character I would always try to draw if I'm feeling a little bit out of it. I'm gonna put this on like a branch. I'm gonna make the sweater a little bit more baggier. So I love drawing Wonwoo in like chunky sweaters. So I think if I want to make the sweater a lot larger. I believe he just has like black pants or black jeans. I'm gonna give him kind of like just plain black shoes, kind of like dress shoes almost. Looks too much like a heel. Okay. We'll just start with this. Actually, let's do a few doodles first and then we'll color them all in. So we don't have to switch back and forth. So I'm just gonna darken up his little glasses. His legs are a little long. I think that's okay though. I could make the sweater a little bit more bulky. Like that. Kind of even that out a little bit. I don't know if I like how smiley this is. I'm gonna do like this. I think it's because his eyes are like not in the center. It's like the flowers are supposed to have 5 petals. So I have to kind of cram this in. These flowers are gonna look pretty ugly, like in the beginning. I don't know why, but I really like when his hair is like styled downwards. So I'm gonna charge this for a little bit. Okay, so my pencil should be charged a decent amount. I just took like a maybe 5-10 minute break. And in that span of 5 to 10 minutes I've knocked over my camera, and that's just, we're gonna have to live with it. So gonna do one last little doodle before we attempt to kind of color these. I'm not sure how much I'm probably gonna render these, but for now we're just gonna sketch. Like, drawing Wonwoo's ears quite, like, large and round. I don't do these for all my chibis, but this is just how I usually stylize Wonwoo. His head's kind of round, the way they styled his hair this time. I think that's cute. I pretty much like any hairstyle, like, on Wonwoo, though. But whenever his hair is down, it just looks effortlessly cute. I think that's gonna be it for the little doodles, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of color. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by the other coloring style. I kind of want to reattempt, just because I think it looks quite nice with kind of more of these sketchier stuff. Actually, let's do a heart. Hopefully center this a little bit, and then I'll show you guys the coloring that I kind of want to attempt. So I'm just going to duplicate this first, hit this to multiply, and show you guys. So this is the one that I really like. I think it's because how, I don't know, part of it looks a little bit more like geometric, so it kind of gets that weird, like, almost like a paper style, and the colors are a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it. They're not like super soft. They're very like chunky and a little bit blocky. So I kind of want to redo this style of coloring for this one. Which means that I might have to slowly change the way I've blocked this in. But let's change the sketch color. And I'm going to add color. I'm going to add color using the sharp render this time because these are fairly small and I can fill in the whole area. So I'm going to try to use colors that are a little bit more in the mid-tone area, just because I'm not going to be shading it gradually. So let's kind of use this color first. And we can add a white stroke behind everything afterwards. But we'll see after I do the... let's just do this guy first, actually. And if I like the style, then I'll continue it on the rest. And if I don't, then we can just kind of color and render it the way I usually do. I still don't know if I want to add cheeks, because usually I do. Maybe I won't for these. I'm gonna make the line art a lot lighter so we can match it a little bit more easily. I'm gonna do a swatch of these though, just over here, just so we can keep these guys a little bit more consistent. See, I don't know if I want to render these. So his shirt's kind of like almost like a steel blue, like a really light bluish gray color. Hopefully it has enough contrast compared to the white. So I kind of picked these flowers because I thought it would match a little bit cuter if they were more on like the blue and white side. I'm gonna make this kind of a bluish green for the sprout, just to keep the palette on the cooler side. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow to his hair. Gonna make the flowers white. I'm not using like a actual white. It's kind of like, I kind of try my best not to touch pure white if I can. Because even for like the white of his eyes, his teeth are not like a pure white. I'm kind of using like something that's a little bit more of an off-white, leaning towards whatever my color palette leans towards, which is in this case more of a blue. And then the flowers have this really cute, vibrant center. Gonna add a little bit of blue into his hair. Kind of brings more consistency into the coloring. But I think I'm going to color the rest like this for now. And I think maybe the bolder lines will help portray the style that I want. But usually don't pay attention of how many heads tall my chibis are. My chibis are more just like go with the flow kind of thing. If it looks right, it looks right. If it looks okay, kind of idea. These are for his eyes. I think that's it for this one. I'm gonna make his eyebrows a little bit more prominent because they're kind of in here and they're kind of not. And then the top of his eye. Because I am gonna split this kind of in half just so we can have a lighter color on the bottom. I'm gonna do his hair really quickly. Add the darker color to his hair for minimal shadows, and then the blue again. It's a little too prominent. Sweater and then flowers. I think after I'm done coloring these, and I'll add the white stroke kind of behind it. I'll it, like I'll add it in manually just because I don't think Procreate has any way to increase selection. Like increments, I guess, per pixels or whatever, just to make it easier, but I'll just do it manually with the sketch render brush. Okay, so I'm gonna merge the layers now. Merge down, and we're gonna use kind of like a thicker line art for these, but also a slightly little bit more darker color, I think. This guy still looks super derped out. Is that the end of the playlist? So this is not how I would usually render things, but just for these doodles I'm gonna do it just because I think the simpler they look, kind of nicer they'll read. Add a little bit of kind of like the white for the lens, and I'm going to clean up the eyes a little bit and a little bit of the bangs so that we can add the little reflection of the glasses. Okay, for hair, I'm actually going to look back at how I did the other one. So I did this a little bit more painterly in a sense for some of these areas. But I did use a darker, thicker outline for the most part, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do a little bit of shading for the petals. They're not gonna look that pretty. I actually don't really like rendering flowers and stuff in Procreate. I think I prefer doing that in Paint Tool SAI. I'm like throwing his bangs a little bit more. Some of these areas. Still looks really derped out. That's okay. I still want these to read kind of like a sketch though, because I have no intentions of really rendering these to make them super clean. But yeah, so we'll do that. Still didn't really address his hair that much. I feel like this is taking me longer than like the usual way I would do this. So let's speed things up a little bit, make it less precious. Just gonna add that empty. I'm gonna add the seam down here. And then his pants should be fairly quick. Gonna make these a little darker though. Fix this blue area. Do his shoes really quickly. I'm gonna use the same black color. Do his shoes. There we go. I think he's almost done. I'm just gonna clean up his fingers a little bit. And then we can move on to the next guy, which is this one, which is the one I really want to color. Kind of fix up a little bit. Okay, time to clean up his fingers. Keeping it really simple. That. Fingers. I think that's about it for this one, so we're gonna move on to the second one. And this is taking me longer than I thought it was going to. That's okay. As long as I get the color of this little cutie, that's okay. If I do post these, I will post both sketches. Just because I think he's losing his cuteness a little bit as I'm clearing it up. He doesn't have the same... Like, his expression looks a little different. Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, it's similar enough, I feel like. I'll check the other one. This one get more derpier. Might have. This one's still fairly cute. Not that I want to spend too much time kind of cleaning this up. Now, in the reference, he does have text, like, on his shirt, but I'm not going to include it just because I actually can't read exactly what it says. I'm pretty sure it's just, like, some kind of brand name, and that's it. But I'm not too familiar with so many, like, clothing brands and stuff, so... Actually, I'm going to add the shadows for the flowers first. It kind of covers some of these lines anyways. Oh, I guess I can get rid of these. They're not really needed. My lord. Okay. I can also just open up the reference again. Slide him over here. And zoom in on this guy. Because you can actually pick colors from the image itself. like this. Might make things a little bit quicker, so I don't have to keep panning back and forth. Select colors. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean up his hair a lot because this isn't reading the way I want it to read. I think it's because I added different strands in places that weren't needed. Okay, so I'm gonna do his glasses really quick, and I think I'm gonna use the same color I've been using for his hair and his eyebrows. Okay, last one. It's the guy on the bottom. I'm hoping this one will go a little bit faster. I'm gonna choose the colors from this guy just because it's a little bit less going on. I think it's good to doodle like this, like, every so often though. I feel like I've been just trying to make too many, like, finished pieces. So I feel, like, more burnt out. And part of it's because, like, I have to, and then part of it's because I feel like I need to. But a lot of the time it's like, I don't really want to. Because I enjoy sketching the most, not the other steps of drawing, I guess. Like, coloring is fun, and rendering is fun too, but sketching's still, like, 100% my favorite part in terms of, like, drawing. It's just, like, it's the least stressful for me. And, like, I feel like for a sketch, you can leave it at any... Is this thing, like, jittering when I add a mark? But I feel like sketches, you can kind of just leave it at any state. It's just kind of like whatever you deem... Oh, I didn't do his eyes properly. Whatever you deem to be, like, finished. Which in this case, I'm leaving this still quite sketchy, so I still consider this, like, a sketch. I'm gonna darken up this part, and then we can add the little reflections. Just gonna get back a little bit of his cheeks, like a little bit of the blush, and then we can add the little reflection. I feel like this is a little bit like it's not needed, but still something I like. He looks like a pumpkin because he's like a little bit squashed and a little bit like ovally round-ish in a sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight here, and I think this one is more or less done. I might clean up some of these edges a little bit more. Like that. Oh, I guess I missed like part of the petals and stuff. Okay, I think they're done. So I'm gonna add a white stroke around them all, because hopefully I cleaned them up enough that a white stroke won't look too weird. Alternatively, I could just add the white stroke on top, which probably might be a better idea. So I'm gonna use the same tool. I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. And we're just gonna go over top. I guess this will kind of clean up some of the stray marks anyways. So I'm not following too accurately. There's still some gaps and stuff, but as long as I'm not covering too much of the outline that I already made, I'm just gonna leave it. Because I don't really want this to cover too much. I just kind of want this to make all the chibis kind of stand out from the background. So I'm just doing this manually. If anyone knows how to do like selection increments in Procreate, please let me know, because I would love to use that. I'm gonna change this maybe to white to make it stand out. But we're just gonna continue this little white border outline all the way around each of them. Some of this drawings and illustrations that I want to do for the zine, just because I would like to have a whole section where it's just kind of like Wonwoo and different outfits that I really like, accompanied with different flowers, and I feel like it fits the zine's kind of theme, which I won't disclose quite yet, but you guys have probably seen some stuff from it. A lot of the underwater Wonwoo drawings are going to be in that zine. Because I wanted to practice backgrounds, and I feel like the zine, well, I guess like practice backgrounds as well as just digitally painting in general, and I feel like the Wonwoo zine is a good excuse and a good way for me to practice, as well as be able to curate what illustrations I want to include, because I'm not going to include everything. I've been bookmarking a lot of my sketches in my sketchbook, and a lot of them I'm not going to use, even though I have them bookmarked. It really makes them stand out though. Go this way. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm going to lock this layer off a locket so we can color all of this. And I think that's it. I think actually I'm gonna add a little bit more hair to him. So I think that's why he looks a little bit derpy compared to the other ones. The other guys look a little more fluffy-ish. I think adding a little bit more. I'm gonna hide this for now. Make him a little bit less round. In a sense, a little bit more fluffier. I think that's better. Okay, gonna add this back in, and we're gonna kind of erase the white stroke again. Hopefully got similar thickness to this brush. This, curve it down. Gonna add white in between, right here and here. And I think that is it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview for you guys. I feel like I haven't, whoa. Wait a second. Well, that's kind of trippy. Wait a second. Not sure why it's doing that. It might be because of me changing the canvas. So the sketch, he actually looked cuter here until I started to color him in. He looked a little wonky. This is still my favorite. Adding the colors. I think it's because it looks like he lacks like the back of his head here. So that's why I feel like I needed to push it out a little bit more. I think they turned out pretty cute. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me just do a bunch of kind of in my comfort zone kind of doodles. Look at that white outline. I'm fixing his hair a little bit, which I think looks a lot cuter, and that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me just doodle Wonwoo for a little bit and drawing a little bit more of chibi stuff since I've been doing mostly headshots for the most part. I'm gonna try my best to vary it up a little bit so that things don't become too stagnant. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll talk to you guys next time with another video. And it's getting quite dark now, but yeah, bye!